Hello everybody, welcome to episode 16 of my playthrough of Demon's Souls. I owe you guys a bit of an apology. I accidentally found myself... I completed an area off stream, I'm sorry. I went through the first part of Island's Edge. I was doing it because this was... a friend suggested this is a place to farm. So I was progressing through this first area and I thought that wouldn't be very interesting content. And then I progressed... And then there was this area where there was a note that told me to roll, and so I rolled over the edge and like apparently skipped the entire level, and then was in the boss room. Anyway, I progressed to a point where I fought the adjudicator, beat the adjudicator, and now apparently this is a wonderful farming spot. So I'm just gonna be farming here a bunch, and I was already farming here, and I was like, you know what? Probably people appreciate just knowing what's going on. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna farm and I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I've been thinking about lately and my history with Dark Souls and Demon Souls. And yeah, there you go, while we just farm this guy, because apparently this is just an insane soul farm. Yep, that's pretty good. So my first experience with Demon Souls was right when it came out. So I had a good friend who moved back to Canada from Korea, and when he brought over his like Korean PlayStation 3 and all of their games they were playing, games like Monster Hunter, and then this game Demon's Souls came with them as well. And I remember watching him play this game, obviously the original on PS3, and just like not really understanding why it had such an appeal to him, because it just seems so brutal and frustrating. I remember him playing through the whole prison area and just getting so frustrated and watching him die and stuff. Like I remember asking to try and play, and he like let me play in the prison area. It was one of the most frustrating experiences of my entire life, and I just like I was pretty young at this time, and it was like I just really didn't get it. At that time, he and I were super into playing Oblivion. So it's like, compare this to Oblivion at the time, and it's like, Oblivion just felt so much more immersive. You could like join these guilds, you could like, you know, also I just love Oblivion, man. Like, Oblivion is definitely my favorite Elder Scrolls game. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it was just an era that I was in, but Oblivion felt like a good balance between like good immersion, good story, fun combat, interesting quests, you know, not too ridiculously open and like never-ending side quests type thing, but like enough going on that was actually pretty interesting. There are so many quests in that game that just like stand out to me. And I also just remember how many times I just messed with that game and just like tried to break it. That was very fun. I also remember the controversy about horse armor. You guys remember that? That was like the first, I think that was like the first major paid DLC. It was like 99 cents for horse armor or something. The horse armor DLC. And I remember it being particularly annoying for me because I did want the horse armor, but I also was young and didn't have a credit card, couldn't buy those things, so I had to buy an entire Xbox like points card or something. Like, I don't remember exactly how they did it back then, but you had to buy like a specific points card. I think it was like it gave you points on the Xbox 360 store. And like, yeah, just I remember sharing this experience with my friends where it's something that we all wanted, but like no one understood this system of like getting money onto their Xbox, because all of us would just go to the store and pick up a game, right? Like we wouldn't really do any like digital downloads and stuff were super weird. And then like everybody was wondering how, you know, you would actually, oh no, am I getting invaded? And then there was a lot of questions about like, okay, well, like once I buy this, how do I actually get it? What? Who's that? Oh shit. Wow! Literally one hit! What the fuck? Yo, that is unethical, man. That is an unethical amount of damage. What the hell was that? That's unreal. Dang, man. Okay, well, I'll know to respect that a little bit more next time. Anyway, I was talking about Oblivion. Yeah, I remember literally being like, well, how am I gonna access this stuff later? And like, it's fun. It's really funny to think about in hindsight. Like, I bought like another copy of Oblivion on Steam and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's so funny to think about how like my understandings and thoughts about video games have changed so much between now and like when, yeah, back then, like I really only thought of video games as these products that I bought, and now video games are so much more a service that are provided. And what's funny, and I was talking about a friend with this as well, that like Elden Ring is still one of the, like, a game that is not being delivered as games as service, and a lot of people praise it for that. But I also think that that is a big weakness of FromSoft in 2023, is that like just think about the number of patches that we've had. I think we've had 10 total patches for Elden Ring over the course of like the last year plus, almost 2 years now. That's not very good in terms of patch cycles. It's really not. Like, you know what I mean? One a month probably would have been appropriate. So like more than double probably would have made sense. And so, yeah, it's just funny how, like, even though I think lots of people appreciate that about FromSoft, that they are a company that doesn't do live service, the community does expect live service style support for the game, if that makes sense. And part of me wonders if I had known that like buying the horse armor would lead us to this really weird monetization situation that we have now, I wonder if I would have done it. Probably I wouldn't have. Horse armor was pretty cool though. Yeah, Demon Souls. So Demon Souls really kind of soured my opinion of games like this, where it just seemed like a game that was difficulty for the sake of difficulty, not like really challenge. Not that I really got deeply into the mechanics or anything, right? Like, I just like played it a little bit and was like, oh, like I got absolutely destroyed, and my buddy was getting destroyed too, and like I don't think he even ever finished this game. And then, yeah, you know, you had options like Oblivion at the time that are just like these really easy to play, you know, experiences. And honestly, like, yeah, even with all these quality of life things, there's so many things about this game that are just so unnecessarily clunky and obtuse. Like the item, man, the item carry weight is oh man, that grinds my gears. It really does. Yeah. The idea that there's like, oh wait, did I get invaded because I was a person? Oh yeah, that's why I got invaded, huh? I kind of want to like turn my ring back on. If I use one of these, will I be invaded again? Because I kind of want to fight that guy again. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, anyway, Demons really left a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to Souls, and I had to really be convinced to try Dark Souls when that one came out. Because a lot of my, or actually a couple of my friends, 2 of my friends specifically, were really into Dark Souls right when it came out, and they were like, "You have to play this game; it's the greatest thing ever." Blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know. I played that Demon Souls one, and it was okay. It wasn't that great. And so I had this like pretty big suspicion of the game going into Dark Souls, and then Dark Souls really blew my mind. Like, it was so great. Part of it, I will admit, is that I actually engaged with the mechanics in Dark Souls way more. But at the same time, it was just so much more fluid. I remember it feeling way less clunky, way less frustrating, just in basically every way. I'm gonna spend some of these souls. I feel weird holding on to all these. And you know what's so funny is on my first Dark Souls playthrough, I was talking about this with my friend the other day, where on my first Dark Souls 1 playthrough, I was level, what level was I? I was level, I was level 300 my first Dark Souls playthrough, because I was playing, like, my friend convinced me, like, oh, these games are about playing slow, they're about, like, you know, taking your time, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And and then I was like, okay, I'll do it, I'll take my time. So I just spent a bunch of time like farming, like just like getting tons of souls, getting tons of upgrade materials, like just really grinding the crap out of the game. And then yeah, I ended the game at like level 300 or 312 or something, and he was like, he was gonna like try and introduce me to PvP, and he's like, you are so far away from like where people do PvP. And I was like, oh shoot. I ended up making another character and doing some PvP, but I didn't know anything about the level matchmaking. I didn't know anything about that. And I remember people getting like teleport backstabbed and like backstab chained and stuff. I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what this game is this like, I didn't really know what I was doing. So again, that kind of turned me off. That's something that a lot of people don't know about me, is that I actually come to the Souls games mainly as a PvP guy, or a PvE guy, excuse me. Like, I only really started PvP with Elden Ring. I did a few Dark Wraith cosplay invasions. I wanted to try PvP in Dark Souls 3, so right when the game came out, I farmed those Dark Wraiths right by the I think it's the Abyss Watchers. No, what are they called? That boss fight where all the guys kill each other, and I always forget the name of it. Yeah, anyway, right there, there are a bunch of Dark Wraiths right before that boss fight, and so I just farmed them constantly until I got their full set. I got the helmet, the Dark Hand. I was trying to go for Dark Hand grabs and stuff. And yeah, just kind of got wrecked while invading people. And I also don't think I had the infinite eyes as well. I was like kept having to buy all the invasion items, and I was like, wow, this is really annoying. And it's funny to think back on those experiences now as like someone who does Souls PvP, and like I think those are really great examples of how like the systems and like the way that FromSoft sets up these systems get in the way of themselves so much. Because like, yeah, if you just had easy early access to an unlimited invasion item, I think more people would actually do it and actually get into it. But yeah, like even in Elden, like you have to complete 2 fairly obscure quests just to get your unlimited use invasion items, and it's pretty goofy. That's pretty silly if you think about it. Because, like, even in this game, like, I'm playing this game pretty much blind. I still don't, like, I have one invasion item. And I'm pretty sure it's a single-use invasion item, yeah. One of these, yeah. I think it is, at least. Can we use it? Okay, I can't use it. Why can't I use it? See, this is what I mean. Like, why can't I use it? I don't even know why I can't. Like, the game, from its own, you know, perspective. Like, I just got invaded here, but I can't invade other people. Maybe it's because I'm human? I don't know. And this is the sort of, like, just, like, it's so obtuse, it's so confusing. Why is it that way? I'm not sure. I really don't know. But here we are, you know what I mean? Okay, you gotta go buy some more arrows, some more heals. That's gonna be the whole episode today, by the way. So, we're just gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna be farming, because I'm actually, last episode, I got so frustrated. Oh no, Patches is gone? No. Is it because we saw him in the thing? Oh, man. Will he still sell me stuff?
I can forge weapons.
You just have this crappy stuff. Restricts health recovery. And that sucks. I'm gonna go talk to Patches. Well, I guess, no, let's just level up, whatever. We'll spend some of these souls on upgrade materials, I guess. Yeah, what really drew me into the whole Soul series was actually more the lore stuff. The only YouTuber that I really watched in the Dark Souls era was Epic Name Bro. I remember watching his, like, lore playthrough videos and just being absolutely mind blown. Like, I remember watching him and just being like, I remember my first reaction was like, I don't know about this guy. And then I remember him bringing up, like, the original Japanese versions of the texts and stuff. And, like, I believe he was in Japan at the time, and he was, like, talking about, like, essentially, like, the original translations of them and stuff. And I was like, oh, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. That's crazy. Epic Name Bro is one person who I would really love to meet, but from what I understand... Oh, shoot, I'm out of arrows. Guess I am gonna have to go buy those crappier arrows. That's fine. I did not think that. I was too busy telling my story. Yeah, I would love to talk to him, but yeah, apparently he doesn't really like talking about Souls that much. And that makes sense, man. Like, Dark Souls 1, you know, he gets into Souls. I don't know how much he dived into the other games in the series, but, like, people really know him as that guy, and it could probably feel pretty frustrating to, like, just be that guy, you know what I mean? Like, never anything else. Like, he makes games, he streams variety all the time now. Like, he's got lots of stuff going on that looks pretty interesting.
You come back alive.
And yeah, so I get what he's doing, but anyway, I would just, like, maybe it doesn't matter to him anymore, but I would love to just tell him how much of a fan I am, and how much I would love to talk to him about, you know, how much of a role he played, like, a pretty important role for me in terms of, like, doing content, in terms of, like, loving the Souls games, that kind of stuff. Let's just keep leveling. Why not? I still can't believe that invader literally one-shot me. That's wild. That can't be normal amounts of damage, right? That guy's gotta have some really cracked out build, I think. Anyway, oh yeah, I gotta equip the arrows, huh? Yeah, honestly, last episode I was just so upset. I'm so tired of like farming healing items and stuff. Now, of course, Patches like leaves right when I want to buy all the good healing items from him. I really hope he goes back. Yeah. And then like early Vati as well. Early, like the Prepare to Cry era of Vati was very fun. Here's a fun little thing. When I was so at the time that Vati was making his first content, he was doing Prepare to Cry and stuff. He just had an email on his YouTube, and I just sent him an email one day being like, hey, I made this crappy remix of Firelink Shrine, of the Firelink Shrine theme. Let me know if you like it. If you want to use it, you're free to use it. And he like listened to it and gave me some feedback on the song and was like, yeah, it's pretty good, man. I'll let you know if I want to use it. I don't think he ever used it. That's just some fun random trivia about my experience. I think Firelink Shrine needs to be like, there should be a whole lo-fi album just based off of Dark Souls 1, and it would go crazy. Because there's a lot of like Majula theme is another good one that would go really hard in lo-fi. But I feel like there's no good versions of Firelink Shrine in lo-fi. Maybe I should make that, to be honest. That's another thing too with Elden Ring. I feel like there isn't a lot of good remixes of Elden Ring songs. Like, obviously there's Cthulhu Seeker, and I like some of Cthulhu Seeker's music. I feel like some of the songs are too aggressive. Does that make sense? It might just be that I think I want, like, I feel like lo-fi really fits the vibe of Souls series, like, a lot. Does that make sense? Like, it just feels very on brand. It's kind of melancholy, slow, you know? And this farm is crazy, huh? Wonder what meta level PvP is in Elden Ring. Oh, shit. Aw, this person has so much more stamina than me. So sad. I feel like I did pretty good though. It's kind of annoying that he just like ran away and buffed a bunch of times though. It's like, yeah, I'd like to buff a million times too, man. I'm noticing that I'm not managing stamina well enough, though. That's something I'm failing at, I think. There was a couple times there where I got absolutely nailed because I needed to have stamina. And whatever, I don't know if that was a grease or a spell that they used to buff their fire, give themselves a fire sword. But, that shit does a lot of damage. I'd really like that spell, actually. I feel like that spell would go crazy. Yeah, some kind of buffing magics actually would be really tight. My character has a little bit of faith. So I feel like it'd actually be pretty nice to just like be able to have a weapon buff of some kind. Honestly, playing this game blind feels like a bit of a mistake. Because this game just really feels like it's not supposed to be played blind. Like, there's just so much information that I don't understand and won't understand unless I actually, you know, like... Excuse me. Unless I actually, like, do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, unless I actually, like, either exhaustively play the game or look stuff up. Like, for all I know, that fire spell is just some early game frickin' spell. And I could have it right now. And be slapping people up. Like, you know, 50% extra damage. But who knows? See, now I really want to look it up. Because if I don't look it up, I feel like I'm like, this is my chance to be increasing my faith if it's a faith spell, right? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Got an enchant weapon. Curse weapon. Is there a fire one? Light weapon. Oh, I guess not. Maybe it's a... Oh no, that's a magic spell. Okay. Ooh, evacuate would be a really nice spell. Actually, how does spellcasting even freaking this?
Key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its face.
Oh, see, miracle memories. Okay. Is this also giving me extra MP? That's not giving me. What gives me MP? Oh my. This is wow. That is its own stat. It's MP stat. Yikes. That is wild. Oh, okay, so faith stuff and miracles, it's all like I mean, like it's all just like spell stuff. Very interesting. Okay, well, it's good to know. How much is this heal spell that I have? Because this heal spell is amazing. How much FP does it? It costs 30. I wonder if it's worth investing 2 points just to get 2 casts out of my MP. Is that crazy? Huh. That feels like a bit of a waste. Because, like, miracles, it feels like The only other miracle that I feel like I would use is like recovery. Oh, recovery is 60 though. And then like, what do we hear? God's Wrath. That sounds fun, but that's 100 MP. Ah, whatever. Let's just do it. Who cares? YOLO, as the kids say. Maybe do a little bit of endurance here too. My magic capacity has increased. Oh. Magic memory? Oh, I didn't. I just wanted the MP. Do I even know any magic spells? Where do I learn my magic spells, actually? Now that I think about it. Where do I equip them? I didn't even think about that at all.
Then touch me. I am here.
Where do you... For real, though, how the hell do you equip magic spells in this?
I can forge weapons for you for the fair price.
Huh.
You come back alive.
Interesting. I actually have no clue. I'm gonna check at the bonfire, maybe? This is funny. I don't think I've even picked up another spell, actually. Yeah, I just have heal. Okay, well. Good enough for me. All right, this time we're gonna go and check on what Mr. Patches has to say for himself. Moon Shade Stone Shard. That is a lot of words. Where did I find Patches? Before, when I was exploring this area, I saw Patches somewhere. Where the hell was Patches? Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, there you go. That's the farming episode. Now we're a lot stronger. We'll probably go back and fight some of those bosses, but I wanna get Patches back to see what he's up to. So we're gonna do that. We'll do that at the end of this one. Let's do it. Let's push through. I want to know what Patches is up to. I want to try and return Patches back to the Nexus, if at all possible. Oh. Huh. Oh, shoot. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I made a mistake here. No, I could have sworn Patches was here somewhere. Ah, yeah, maybe he's through here. Yeah, he is.
Have a look at them. We'll think up a way. Have a look at that treasure down in the pit. Then we'll think up a way to fish it out.
Here we go.
Don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Oh, Patches. You character. What we got over here? Hey, man.
Heavens. Did you fall for that little devil's trap?
Yep.
Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. A fearsome dark phantom stands between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil.
You sure about
Pray
that?
with me. Umbasa.
Umbasa, my dude. Umbasa.
Heavens. Well, I did the reverberations. Umbasa.
Umbasa. Hell yeah, dude. Umbasa, let's go. How the hell are you supposed to get up there? Oh. Damn. Man, the attacks come out really fast. And I feel like your rolls don't have that much in terms of iframes. It feels pretty scant in terms of iframes. Well, what's he gonna say now?
Hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look, I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Have this as a token of my friendship. Not bad, right?
Gash resistance ring. Don't I have one of those already?
Come on, no need to drag each other down. No need to drag each other.
I actually agree. I want my souls back there. Ow, asshole. Oh, rip bozo. Got him. Umbasa, my dude. It's crazy that that guy only gives 2,000 souls.
It's you. Did you go? Umbasa.
Umbasa. Seriously, how are you supposed to get up there? Umbasa. Yeah, achievement, let's go. Umbasa. No, don't eat. Umbasa. Now I get the Umbasa reference. Will he go back to town now?
No need to drag each other down.
I hope he goes back to being a shopkeep now. All right. Anyway, this episode went extra long. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for dealing with my weird episode today. I'll see you guys on the next one.